The 1990s were special for the NFL. We saw a Dallas Cowboys dynasty which included two debacles by Leon Lett. The poor Buffalo Bills and their fans lose 4 straight Super Bowls, and John Elway retires in perfection with back-to-back championships. There's a great debate among fans as to who the best Super Bowl champion ever is, but that debate is for another time. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we present to you a ranking of every Super Bowl champion from the 1990s. Number 10, 1997 Denver Broncos. Despite fielding a 12-4 record, powered by the arm of John Elway and the work ethic of star running back Terrell Davis, not many were giving the Broncos a chance to beat Brett Favre's Green Bay Packers in the Super Bowl. 5 guys made the Pro Bowl as Elway tossed for 3,625 yards and Davis rushed for 1,750 yards. Denver entered the playoffs as a wild-card team, taking down the Jacksonville Jaguars, Kansas City Chiefs, and Pittsburgh Steelers. Davis was the Super Bowl hero, rushing for 157 yards on 30 carries while scoring 3 touchdowns, including the game winner. He was named MVP as Elway finally won his first ring. Number 9, 1990 New York Giants. The Giants, led by Lawrence Taylor, Hall of Fame head coach Bill Parcells, and the legendary quarterback Phil Simms, managed to lead the team to a 13-3 record during the regular season. In a ridiculously difficult schedule, their defense only allowed for 13.2 points a game. They shut down the Chicago Bears in the divisional round. Their defense had to travel to Candlestick Park to take on Joe Montana's San Francisco 49ers, who had already become one of the most iconic dynasties in sports. The G-Men shut them down in a 15-13 win before beating the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. Though their defense kept Jim Kelly and co in check, it was the Bills' kicker Scott Norwood's field goal that went wide right, giving the Giants the Super Bowl. Number 8, the 1995 Dallas Cowboys. This was the cherry on top of the Cowboys dynasty, winning their 3rd championship in 4 years. Barry Switzer roamed the sidelines. Troy Aikman remained the quarterback. Michael Irvin, Larry Brown, Deion Sanders, and Leon Lett remained the team's core players. Dallas went 12-4 in the regular season before knocking off longtime rival the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship. They then got through their old foes, the Pittsburgh Steelers, in the big one, defeating them 27-17 to stamp their dynasty status. Number 7, 1993 Dallas Cowboys. This team didn't look like a Super Bowl champion to start the season, losing their first 2 games before closing out the season on a 12-2 run. With practically the same core as the aforementioned 1995 squad, Dallas's offense, led especially by Emmitt Smith, terrorized opponents. They took down the Packers and 49ers in the playoffs before facing the Buffalo Bills. It was an easy win for Big D, taking down Buffalo 13-30, thanks to a team effort on both sides of the ball. Number 6, 1994 San Francisco 49ers. With Joe Montana gone, the 49ers turned to his successor Steve Young to win one more championship and solidify the dynasty as one of the greatest ever. Deion Sanders and Ken Norton came to San Francisco in the offseason in hopes of winning a championship, with the former being NFL Defensive Player of the Year. Young took them on a 10-game winning streak in the midst of the season and went 13-3 heading into the playoffs. They defeated the Bears in the divisional round before taking down old foe, the Dallas Cowboys, in the NFC Championship. They would crush the San Diego Chargers in the Super Bowl 49-26, and so the 49ers got another ring with ease. Number 5, 1999 St. Louis Rams. It wasn't a bad life for Kurt Warner. He went from working in a grocery store to earning his shot as a starter for the Rams. Good thing they scouted him and saw his talents when he was playing arena football. The Rams got to the Super Bowl on the base of the greatest show on turf, offense led by Warner, legendary running back Marshall Faulk, and star wide receiver Isaac Bruce. Dick Vermeil's squad went 13-3, beating the Minnesota Vikings and Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the playoffs, before meeting Steve McNair's Tennessee Titans. They would shut down that dynamic offense, winning the Super Bowl 23-16. Of course, we all remember Mike Jones' clutch tackle at the 1-yard line on the final play to preserve that victory. Number 4, 1996 Green Bay Packers. Mike Holmgren's squad is simply one of the best we ever saw. Brett Favre won his 2nd straight MVP award. Just how good were these Packers? They finished first in offense, defense, and special teams. They only allowed 19 touchdowns in 1996, the fewest ever in a 16-game season. Andre Rison, Leroy Butler, Eugene Robinson, and Reggie White rounded out the top players on this team. The Packers defeated San Francisco and the Carolina Panthers before facing Drew Bledsoe's New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. Desmond Howard's heroics propelled the Pack to a 35-21 victory, giving Green Bay their 3rd Super Bowl. Number 3, 1992 Dallas Cowboys. Out of the 3 Super Bowl champions of the 90s and the Big D, this squad stands out as the very best. The main difference from the 1993 and 1995 squads was Jimmy Johnson as head coach this time around, but it's safe to say their defense won them this championship. They were just the third team since the 1980 season to hold opponents to under 4,000 yards in a 16-game season. They also sent 0 Pro Bowlers to the Super Bowl, despite surrendering the least yards. And of course, in their Super Bowl championship, they forced a ridiculous 9 turnovers. The Doomsday Defense dominated the Bills in the Super Bowl as Dallas won 52-17. Number 2, 1998 Denver Broncos. After winning their first championship in franchise history, the Broncos relied on Elway to carry the team on one final run at another championship. The core players, Terrell Davis, Rod Smith, Neil Smith, and Bill Romanowski, returned as the key pieces. Denver went 14-2 in the regular season. Elway tossed 2,806 yards and 22 touchdowns, while Davis set franchise records in rushing yards and touchdowns. He rushed for 2,008 yards and 23 touchdowns. The Broncos defeated the Miami Dolphins in the divisional round before knocking off the New York Jets to win their second straight NFC championship. They defeated the Atlanta Falcons 34-19 in the Super Bowl. Elway won the game MVP and retired on top. And number 1, 1991 Washington Redskins. Many consider them the greatest Super Bowl champion of all time. That may be up for debate, but what isn't debatable is the fact that this is the greatest Super Bowl championship team of the 90s. Legendary coach Joe Gibbs coached a team that led the league in scoring with 485 points while surrendering just 224. They also had a plus 24 turnover differential. Mark Rippon had a great season, 3,564 yards and 28 touchdowns against 11 interceptions. Art Monk and Gary Clark each had 1,000-yard seasons. They beat Atlanta in the divisional round and defeated the Detroit Lions in the NFC Championship. They then crushed the Bills 37-24 in the Super Bowl. Who was your favorite NFL champion of all time? Join us in the comments below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.